Good afternoon, all of you. How is everyone doing today? Hey, Suman, Sneha, Aman. Good afternoon, guys. Yes, I can see Shivansh is here, Prachi. Who's this easy way out? Smriti, Suman, Bharti, Mona Lisa. A very warm welcome, guys. Yes, hey Ridhima. So today's class is all about strengthening our concepts, our basics. We've done this chapter in one go. The one shot part is over. अब आज क्या करेंगे? आज today we will be solving top 10 NCERT questions. That means we've done half task for you. Okay, half of the task is done. We've done it for you. We've sorted everything. We've picked up the most important questions for all of you, and we will be discussing all those questions. Hey Sarla, Pragati, Shivansh. Yes. And guys, some of the questions we are solving, but this is our suggestion. This is a personal suggestion that when it comes to NCERT, see some solved examples are given in the book. Solve all of them. They're very easy to understand. And at the back, some questions are given. Make sure that you know the answers to each and every back exercise question also. Yes. NCERT and NCERT exemplar, both. This is like the base for your exam, right? Yes, Suman. Definitely we'll do that. Don't worry. Anmol, really soon, bachcha. बहुत जल्दी. Hey, Aman, I'm doing well. Thank you. Absolutely right. See, understand this thing that NCERT is very important from the exam point of view. NCERT and NCERT exemplar. So, वो तो पक्का solve करने and these 10 questions are repeatedly coming again and again. So, we need to know the answers to these 10 questions for sure. So, if I'm perfectly audible, visible, फटाफट से बच्चा, give me a thumbs up. Yes, check the audio, video, check this PPT. If everything is working fine. Yes, that's great. That is the point. A lot of you feel that NCERT के questions क्यों करने हैं या NCERT से concepts क्यों करने हैं. You have to understand that nothing beyond NCERT will ever be asked. They just twist the language of the question. That's all they do. But the base is definitely NCERT only. So all questions are they are being asked directly or indirectly from NCERT. That's great. All right. Yes, I can see you're good to go. So quickly like this video and subscribe to our channel and then we'll get started. अच्छा हिंदी में बोल देते हैं फटाफट से hit the like button दबा दो and subscribe button भी and then हम start करेंगे then we'll start. Absolutely, then we'll get started. Quickly hit the like and subscribe button because here on this channel we'll make sure that you're able to ace the exam. We are in this race together. We are here to help you out, but we don't want you to miss any of the important sessions. And वो कैसे होगा? Only if you'll subscribe to the channel. Yes, I hope you've liked the video as well. Alright, so let's get started. So we have 10 questions and after every question, what I want you to do is, if you get all the parts right, you get 1 point for that question. If not, of course, you will not get that 1 point. So keep sharing your scores in between, okay? Excited to start the session? Some parts of the second chapter we've already discussed. We'll discuss the rest of them also, Radhika. Don't worry. Aman is saying 100 on 100. Okay, we have 10 questions, not 100 questions right now. And the first question is there on your screen now. So if we'll get both the parts right, if you know the answer for, part A as well as for part B, then only you will get 1 point. Give a reason for the following observations. Okay, you have to give reasons for both of them separately. The A part is naphthalene balls disappear with time without leaving any solid, and the B part is that we can get the smell of perfume sitting several meters away. Now, first of all, let's solve the first part, the A part. Naphthalene balls disappear with time without leaving any solid, any residue. क्या process सबसे पहले दिमाग में आ रहा है? Which is the process that's popping in your head right now for part A? Quickly, फटाफट से बता दो. Sublimation, yes, naphthalene sublimes and changes directly to the gaseous state. Absolutely right, all of you. So from solid naphthalene, what we get is gaseous naphthalene. And this process is known as sublimation. And that's how, it gives the effect of naphthalene balls disappearing, because it's not going in the liquid state. Directly from a solid to a gas. Absolutely right, guys. Now, moving to the second part. Let's see what the second part is. We can get the smell of perfume sitting several meters away. Just let me know what the main process is. किस process के बारे में बात हो रही है? बस ये बता दो. I'll understand कि आता है कि नहीं आता. It's so difficult for me to choose the chemistry rockstar for this question because all of you are giving the correct answer. Diffusion. Absolutely right, guys. So when we talk about perfume, it contains a highly volatile liquid, which means that vapors will be formed very, very easily. Now, these particles of perfume, they have high kinetic energy. So yes, that's how they reach us. So particles of perfume, they diffuse very fast through air. So the main point that you have to mention is diffusion. And there you go, that's going to be your answer for part A. This is how you have to present the answer. Naphthalene balls are sublimable in nature. They directly change into vapor without changing into the liquid state through the process of sublimation. And for part B, particles of perfume, they possess high kinetic energy. They diffuse very fast through the air. This is the reason we can smell perfume sitting several meters away. So two keywords. For the first part, the keyword that's going to fetch you full marks is sublimation. And for the second part, B part, that keyword, that main term is diffusion. Now I want to know your scores. So I'll underline sublimation and I'll underline diffusion. Yes. Quickly. Let me know. Oh yes, definitely one full mark. Plus one on one. That is great. Full marks. So far so good. अभी तक सब बढ़िया चल रहा है. मतलब अगर ये question आएगा exam में, you will nail it. And you know how to present the answer also now. Please pay a lot of attention when I show you how to present the answer, because that is what is going to fetch marks. That is where you might lose marks, or that is how to get full marks. Okay? All set for question number 2? Yes? अभी तक तो बढ़िया चल रहा है. Question number 2 देखते हैं. Who's going to answer first? Why is ice at 273 Kelvin more effective in cooling than water at the same temperature? And the chemistry rockstar will tell me the idea behind this question first. Let's use the first one to tell me what's the idea behind this question. Easy way out learning. What's your name? Hey, Kirat. Aman. Yes. I see a lot of you mention latent heat of fusion, latent heat. Good, all of you. Yes. See, you already know what's the idea behind this question. That means you're on the right track. That means you will be able to answer this question, because this term, or this basically latent heat of fusion is what is going to fetch you marks in this question. So it's a very important question. And all questions, they are mixed. Some of the NCERT questions are there, some of the exemplar questions are there. And Pragati, that is super cool. She's given the entire answer. Hey Disha, happy Janmashtami. Absolutely right, guys. So see, when we talk about ice cold water, Of course, if it's ice cold water, it's a cold water, right? So it will be at a lower temperature as compared to the surroundings. But water, that's already in the liquid state, right? So all it has to do is absorb some heat from the surroundings to achieve the room temperature. That's it. But when we talk about ice, what is happening in ice? In case of ice, again, ice would be at a lower temperature as compared to the surroundings. But this time, ice has to absorb extra energy. It absorbs latent heat of fusion to melt first. Okay, so it absorbs energy to melt first and change into liquid, and then absorbs heat to achieve the room temperature. So out of ice cold water and ice, which is absorbing more heat? Which is absorbing more heat? Come on, tell me. Ice, yes. So which will be better to give out this cooling effect? It's going to be ice. So ice needs more heat from the surroundings, which means surroundings, they are going to lose more heat in case of ice. So ice is effective in cooling. So at 273 Kelvin, water would absorb heat energy to achieve room temperature. But at the same temperature, ice would be absorbing more energy. First, it will absorb the latent heat of fusion for melting and then to achieve the room temperature, which means that it is absorbing more energy and causing more effect, and that's why it's more effective, in the cooling effect. What's your scores now? Let's see. क्या score हो गया हमारा? Is it 1 on 2? Is it 2 on 2? Is it 0 on 2? Easy way out learning. Shreya. Okay. So Shreya was the rock star for this chemistry question because she was the first one to quickly answer latent heat of fusion. That is the idea behind this question. So you know who the champion was. Who the rock star was for that last question. 2 on 2. Good to read that, Nitika. It's okay, Bolu. I hope you've understood where you're making a mistake. Aman is having a lot of fun there. Hey Disha, Pragati 2 on 2, that's great. Ranjana 1, Pragati 2. Simple. Okay. Anish also 2. Smriti also 2. Suman also 2. Great, yaar. Chalo. Question number 3 is observation based question. Okay. So you have to pay a lot of attention. Let's see what the question is. Look at the figure and suggest in which of the following vessels A, B, C or D the rate of evaporation will be highest, and you have to explain also. So to answer this question, you should know about the 4 factors. And let me know in the comment section. Shreya is the first one to answer. Mona Lisa is also a chemistry rock star. Great. I can see 2 options. So we have 2 teams. Most of you are saying option C and the rest of you are saying it's option A. Nobody is saying B, nobody is saying D. A and C में confusion है. So first of all, the 4 factors that we have. We have temperature, we have surface area, we have humidity and we have wind speed. Okay, let's analyze all of these. Picture ध्यान से देखा था, question ध्यान से पढ़ा था, अब समझते हैं क्या हो रहा है. If there is less surface area, then rate of evaporation will be less. If we have large surface area, rate of evaporation will be high. See, as surface area increases, more particles would be exposed. In a way, evaporation would be more. Now, evaporation is a surface phenomena. That's why we are saying about all this, right? Correct. So, अब out of all the 4 options, let's rule out option B, because in case of B, less surface area was there, so low rate of evaporation hoga. And we have to figure out where it's highest. So option B, that is ruled out. So we're using the elimination method to answer this. Okay. Now we are left with A, C and D. Why the answer is not A, let's see. A was at the longest distance from the fan. And of course, if it's at the longest distance, the evaporation rate would be less as compared to C, vessel C. So yes, that is why A is also ruled out. Now coming to C. C has large surface area as well as it's closer to fan. So high rate of evaporation is going to be there. Why? The answer is not D. In case of D, the surface area is more, just like C. It's at equal distance from the fan, just like C. But still, if you notice, there is a closed lid. Then how will the water vapors escape? They can't, right? So that is why, in this case, again, evaporation is going to be low. Which gives us the final answer, that is option C. Yes, option C is the correct answer. Now, फटाफट से tell me कि क्या scores हो रहे हैं सबके? Is it 3 on 3? Is it 2 on 3, 1 on 3, 0 on 3? 3 on 3. 3 on 3. सबसे ज़्यादा बच्चे कह रहे 3 on 3. मतलब you know all the concepts that are being discussed. That is amazing. Good, all of you. Ayushi, 10 questions are there. Now the next question, let's see how many of you will be able to solve it. What produces more severe burns? अरे ये तो तुम जल्दी से कर दोगे, I'm sure. Boiling water or steam? फटाफट से chemistry rockstar, tell me. Okay. Saloni and Shreya, again, they're the rockstars for this question. And Anish, Trendy Cuisine, Haley, Kavita, Alina, Chitra, Karbo, Prachi, Rashmi, Radhika, Nitika, Sneha. Amazing, guys. I think this chapter is on your fingertips. बहुत अच्छे से आता है. Idea क्या है इसके पीछे? Latent heat of vaporization का. Right. So when we talk about boiling water, its energy at 100 degrees Celsius is there. And when we talk about steam, it's also at 100 degrees Celsius. But in case of steam, energy would be more as compared to boiling water. Liquid versus gaseous state. Okay? Now, if it has more energy, it can lose more energy. And it can cause more severe burns. Now, this extra energy that we are talking is nothing but the latent heat of vaporization. This is a term that you need to mention to get full marks. So, this is how you have to present the answer. बहुत easy सा है. Steam has more heat energy than boiling water due to latent heat of vaporization. And that is why it's causing more severe burns. Now, guys, time to share your score. Yes, Chitra. So in Chitra's exam, this question came. That's what I told you. We have sorted everything for you. We have a list of 10 questions that are repeatedly coming. Again and again and again. You know, year after year, this is what is being asked in the exam. These are those 10 questions. ये तो पक्का आने चाहिए. 4 on 4. Hey Kartike, this is not a Menti quiz happening. This is a general quiz that's happening. We are discussing top 10 questions. So you have to answer here in the chat only. Amazing, all of you. सबसे बढ़िया बात है कि honesty से answer कर रहे हो. Even if you're getting 2 on 4, you are saying that, ma'am, only 2 questions were right. So I just love the fact that you people are being so honest. And of course, hey, this question was in Sneha's duty also. Amazing, amazing. Moving on to the next question, question number 5 on your screens now. Why does the temperature of a substance remain constant during its melting or boiling point? So first of all, I hope you know this, that temperature remains constant at the melting or boiling point. So आधा hint तो question में ही है. Yes, guys, you people are definitely thinking in the right direction. Badhiya. Good, Prachi. Alright, so let's take the example of melting of ice. Now clearly you see the temperature going up, but now it's becoming constant at 0 degrees Celsius. So at 0 degrees Celsius, what we notice, actually 0 degrees Celsius is the melting point of ice, right? So melting point क्या हुआ ice का? 0 degrees Celsius. Yeah, freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. Now at this temperature, it's going to be constant for some time. Now, why this is happening is because whatever heat we are supplying, it's getting used up to overcome the force of attraction, and that's how the state is changing from solid to liquid. So there you go, the heat energy is basically being used up to overcome the attraction between the particles. And this is what you have to mention. Similarly, in boiling, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, right, or 373 Kelvin. That's the boiling point of water. Now temperature, again you can see it's becoming constant here for some time. The logic is the same. Whatever heat you are supplying, that is basically used to change the state by overcoming the force of attraction. Now, the heat supplied that is being given to it actually weakens the interparticle force of attraction. And the liquid water gets converted to water vapor, and the random motion of the particles, this would be observed. Hey Carbo, that's amazing. Full answer in the chat box. Now what's important is that how you have to present this answer. So have a look over here. Let's see. We know one thing, that latent heat of fusion or latent heat of vaporization is basically playing a role here. Okay. So in the process of melting or boiling, heat supplied is used in changing the state. Write this and underline this. Okay, by overcoming the interparticle force of attraction, and that's why the temperature remains constant. So two important things that you have to mention is the change of state that is happening here and the interparticle force of attraction that is being overcome. Good. Now it's time to know the scores. Come on guys, tell me. We've done 5 questions. Hey Purnima, we've done 5 questions, not 4. All the best, Chitra. Chalo, fatafat se. But do come back and watch the remaining questions as well. 5 on 5. Purnima got 5 on 5. Monalisha 5. Pragati 4. Nitika 5. Alina 5. Bharti seems a bit tense. Kyun? Kya ho gaya Bharti? Hey Aditi. Yes. Amazing. Now we have done 5 questions and we are yet to cover 5 more questions. So the session is not over, the session is still there. But before we move on to the next 5 questions, there's something very exciting for all of you. That is BST Byju's scholarship test. How many of you have heard about this? First of all, tell me this. Kisne suna hai? You might have seen some story, you might have seen some video, you might have checked this out on the website, you might have given the test earlier. A lot of you. But I can see some of you saying, no, you've not heard about this. So guys, for the ones who are not aware of this, starting August 21st, you can actually increase your chances to fly to Australia. And you can actually watch the ICC Men's T20 World Cup there. Yes, this is absolutely true. And 3 lucky students will be chosen for this. And of course, 1 parent would be allowed to accompany them. Plus, the best part about this test is that it is for free. I mean, free का test है, but आप देखो कि इससे आप actually, you can go and watch a match. And even if you're not able to go, you can get up to 100% scholarship. Isn't this amazing? Yes. A lot more details are present on the website. So I know you are really curious to know more about BST. So definitely the link is there in the description box. Go check this out. Yes, absolutely right. But hey, remember that registration closes on September 3rd. आने वाला है? Yes. Hey, Anushka got the scholarship. See, that is the best part. See, we don't know whether we'll be selected to, go to Australia or not. But what we know is कि scholarship भी तो मिल सकती है. All good things are coming out of it. It's an amazing opportunity. Yes, Kartikeya is kind of very amazed right now. So yes, you heard it right. You can actually win a trip to Australia and watch this match. Bhavishya also got scholarships. See, so many of you are getting such good scholarships. Yes, it is very much for grade 9. All right, another good news. Talking of good news, we have another one. The mini learning program is now free, but it is just for the first 500 users only. So you have to be really quick. 500 के बाद यार ये exhaust हो जाएगा. So here, your interest, your curiosity is what will make you amongst the first 500 users. So the link is there in the description box. Quickly go and use the code YT first to actually avail this amazing offer, because this is back on your popular demand. You people wanted us to come back with this mini learning program, but yes, the catch is only 500 users, okay? So go ahead and be taught by the top teachers, India's top teachers. Get all your doubts clarified, and you know this by now that your convenience is what matters to us the most. तो बिल्कुल अपने हिसाब से क्लास सेट करेंगे, अपने हिसाब से टॉपिक चूज करेंगे, जो डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है वो समझेंगे, and yes, make most of this opportunity. It's free of cost. Yes, Dini. Mini learning program is now free, but only for the first 500 users. All right. A lot of you got 5 on 5, so let's move on to the next question. Yes? Chalo, next question on your screens now. A sample of water under study was found to boil at 102 degrees Celsius. So we're talking about water, okay? At normal temperature and pressure, is the water pure, and will this freeze at 0 degrees Celsius? Now this question is very important from the exam point of view, because hota kya hai? Direct questions are not asked anymore. Spoon feeding is not done. Rote learning is not valid anymore. They want you to apply the concepts. सोचो 100 degree जो है वो water का boiling point है, but this sample boils at 102 degrees Celsius. Is this pure? No, right? Absolutely, guys. So under normal temperature and pressure, we know it's going to boil at 100 degrees Celsius. Right, but what they are saying is 102 hai. 102 would mean that this is impure sample. That means impurities are present in this sample. Now, since impurities are present, the water is impure for sure, and it's not going to freeze at 0 degrees Celsius. In fact, it will freeze below 0 degrees Celsius. So there you go. That's going to be your answer. Nakli pani, Ranjana is saying. नहीं, पानी तो है, साफ पानी नहीं है, क्लीन नहीं होगा ये, प्योर नहीं होगा ये. Alright, so this is how you have to present the answer. Pure water boils at 100 degree and freezes at 0 degree. Okay. Now, the sample that is being given to us, that is boiling at 102 degrees Celsius, which would mean that it's not pure and it's not going to freeze at 0 degrees Celsius. In general, just remember that the presence of impurity actually increases the boiling point and it decreases the freezing point. Boiling point बढ़ जाता है, freezing point decrease हो जाता है. Yes. So boiling point is getting increased and freezing point is decreasing. Pure water would freeze at 0 degrees Celsius. Yes. But if it's not pure, then there would be a decrease in the freezing point. Yes, correct. Absolutely. You'll find more videos on the channel, don't worry about this. And on this note, let's move on to the next question. Okay, really interesting question. You have to really put on a thinking caps to answer this one. Be very careful. Okay, the question says, in which of the following conditions the distance between the molecules of hydrogen gas would increase? Increasing pressure on hydrogen contained in a closed container, some hydrogen gas leaking out of the container, increasing the volume of the container of hydrogen gas, or adding more hydrogen gas to the container without increasing the volume. And it's going to be two statements that are right. Think about this one. What they want is distance between the molecules would increase. मतलब molecules के बीच का distance increase करना है मैं. ठीक है. All right. Noted. A lot of you are voting for option C. That means second and third. Okay, chalo. Let's check this out if you people are right or not. First statement given to us is increasing pressure on hydrogen gas. See, when we increase pressure, what is going to happen? Obviously, the particles are coming closer in this case, so the distance is decreasing. So, definitely, distance is decreasing, but what we are looking for is the increase in the distance between the molecules. So, this is not the correct answer. Second statement, some hydrogen gas leaking out of the container. Now, this would mean that lesser molecules will be left inside. If lesser molecules are present, obviously they'll be scattered and the distance between the molecules, it's going to increase. So the second statement is right. Next is increasing the volume of the container. So we are increasing the volume. Molecules will spread out, and if they are spreading out, the distance between the molecules, it's going to increase. So this statement is also right. Next one, fourth one, adding more hydrogen. If you add more hydrogen, particles are going to come closer. If they come closer, imagine this to be like a train. If there are more passengers, the passengers would stand closer to each other. If there are less passengers, the distance between them would be more. Similarly, if you have this container and you add more hydrogen gas to this, particles would be closer and distance would decrease. So this is not right. And this brings us to the answer, that is option C. I hope you've understood. Yes, because this is, I'll mark it as 3-star because this is a super important question, completely application based. And in a way, they're checking so many concepts in this one single question. This was in your UT, amazing. So Shreya had this question in her UT. That's what I'm saying. Whatever questions we're discussing here right now, they are the most probable questions in your exam. Good, all of you. What's the score? 5 on 7, 7 on 7. Karthike got 5 on 7. Someone got 7 on 7. भविष्य की भी पेपर में आया. Nitika 6 on 7. Shreya 7 on 7. Suman 7 on 7. Amazing. Sayyam, Alina, Purnima, Radhika. Yes, annual में आया था handicraft के. Okay. All right. Next question on your screens now. A few substances are arranged in the increasing order of the forces of attraction. Okay. You have to figure out which is the correct order. So they've given you water, air, wind, sugar, oil, salt, juice, some substances. Figure out the correct order. So two things, two concepts are being used here. One, you need to know about the force of attraction between the various states. Second is increasing order होना चाहिए. किस ऑप्शन को लॉक करा जाए? Let's see if option C is the correct answer or not. You all are saying it's option C. चलो देखते हैं. When we talk about solids, of course, in that case, the force of attraction is maximum. It's more than liquids. It's definitely more than gases. So it's solid, liquid, gases. This is the order. Solids में maximum, उससे कम liquids में, उससे कम gases में. This is the order. Now option A that is being given to us, water we have, that is a liquid. Air would be a mixture of gases. Wind again, gas. What they have given in the question is this order. But gases, they cannot have force of attraction less. Yes? They cannot have force of attraction more than liquids. So, definitely gases will be having lesser force of attraction. That's why this is wrong. Because here they are saying that gases में force of attraction ज़्यादा है liquids की. That's not possible, right? They cannot have more force of attraction as compared to liquids. So, that is wrong. Coming to the next option. Air was given to us, that's a mixture of gases, sugar, solid, oil, liquid. Alright, again in this case, this is what is being given to us. Now, if we actually compare, let's do the comparison. If we actually compare air and sugar, that means gas and solid, then this order is right. कि चलो gases का force of attraction solid से कम है. Gases are having lesser force of attraction as compared to solids. But solids cannot have less than liquid, right? So again, this option is ruled out. Coming to the C part, as you people are saying, everyone saying, ma'am, C is the correct answer. चलो फटाफट से check करते हैं if this is the correct answer or not. Oxygen is a gas, water is a liquid, sugar is a solid. And this is the order being given in the question. Now, gases having lesser force of attraction as compared to liquids, liquids having lesser force of attraction as compared to solids. बिल्कुल सही यार, बिल्कुल सही दिया हुआ है. So option C was the correct answer. But let's figure out why D is not the correct answer. Okay, salt is solid, juice is liquid, air by now we all know is a mixture of gases, right? So gases. This is the order given to us. Again, this is wrong. Why? Because first of all, if I just put it over here, it's completely wrong. The first part and the second part, both are wrong. ये कह रहा है यार gases का जो force of attraction है वो liquid से ज़्यादा, liquid का solid से ज़्यादा है. That's not true. This is still true, right? Solids having more force of attraction as compared to liquids, liquids having more as compared to gas. But now this is not the increasing order also. This is the decreasing order. We want the increasing order. In any case, this option is ruled out. Okay. So this brings us to the answer that option C was correct. Now I want all of you to quickly let me know your scores. क्या स्कोर हो गया सबका? 8 on 8, 7 on 8, Rekhu 8 on 8, Prachi 8 on 8, Mona Lisa 8 on 8, Aditi 3 on 3, maybe she joined a bit late. Sayam 7, Nitika 7, Suman 8, Shreya full, Jay 7, Trendy Cuisine 7, Trendy Cuisine, what's your name? अरे यार सबके सब rock stars हो यार. But 2 more questions are left, okay? So no overconfidence. Next question. You want to wear your favorite shirt to a party, but the problem is that it's still wet. Okay. What steps do we need to dry it faster? मतलब dry it faster का question है तो किस concept का question है? Evaporation का question है. Now to answer this, what do you have to do? You have to figure out the factors affecting evaporation. Yes, increase the wind speed. How? कैसे wind speed increase होगी? सोचो, think about this and tell me. Spread it, okay. Surface area बढ़ा रहे हो, spread करो, that is correct. What else? By moving hand, ऐसे सुखाओगे? Not done, it will take a lot of time this way. Fan, yes, correct. You can increase the wind speed by increasing the speed of the fan. Hair dryer, okay. Sunlight, correct. Oh, you can iron it. बहुत सारे आंसर्स आए, बहुत बढ़िया आंसर्स आए. पहले 4 फैक्टर्स डिस्कस कर लेते हैं फटाफट से. As temperature increases, evaporation increases because, of course, now the particles have the, required or enough kinetic energy to be converted to vapor state. As surface area increases, evaporation increases. तो अगर टेम्परेचर बढ़ाना है, you can always keep under the sun. अगर आपको सेकेंड केस में सरफेस एरिया बढ़ाना है, you can just spread out the shirt. ह्यूमिडिटी बढ़ेगा तो इवेपोरेशन डिक्रीज हो जाएगा. सो रेनी सीजन अगर है तो बाहर नहीं सुखाना. दैट इज द पॉइंट, राइट? बिकॉज द एयर वुड ऑलरेडी बी ह्यूमिड. इंक्रीज इन विंड स्पीड also increases evaporation. So yes, you can switch on the fan. Some of you were saying that. Or you can use a combination of these factors as well. For example, over here, we are spreading it also. Okay. Plus, it's actually under sun. So heat is also there. Plus, of course, wind is also there. So we've used 3 factors. We've spread it, heat, that means temperature we are using, and of course, wind speed. Second way out is, if you want to dry it inside your home, inside your place, again spread it, and this time you can actually spread it under a fan. So this way again, when you spread it, surface area बढ़ा रहे हो. Under a fan है, so wind speed बढ़ जाएगी, and you can iron the cloth as the shirt as well, right? Moisture will escape as steam when you do that. So yes, there you go. That's going to be your final answer. Following are the possible solutions. the focus is on the word spread, because surface area will also increase this way, right? So shirts can spread on a wire outdoors. Then you can let the natural forces help in drying. Second, of course, is by using fan to increase the wind speed, or again, iron or electric blower, some of them were saying we can use a dryer. So this is going to help you in this. Now I want you to know this. I want you to tell me the scores quickly. I want to know your scores. Eight or nine. Purnima 8 or 9. Regu 9 or 9. 8 or 9. 9 or 9. 8 or 9. 9 or 9. अरे वाह यार, so many of you getting 9 or 9. अच्छा, last question बहुत अच्छा है. You might find it a bit difficult, but that's a very, very important question, guys. Let's move on to the next question. ध्यान से MCQ based है, and this question will decide who is the rock star for the day. I hope you all are ready. MCQ है. Let's look at the options. A glass tumbler containing hot water is kept in the freezer compartment of a refrigerator. If you could measure the temperature of the content of the tumbler, okay, what is happening is we have a tumbler, we have a container that contains hot water, and now this is being kept in the refrigerator, in the freezer of the refrigerator. Temperature versus time का ग्राफ गिवन है, कैसे मूव करेगा? अनुष्का, do we have our rock star here? Yes. So Anushka was the first one to answer, and just when she had replied, Shreya was the next one. So I'll tell you some initial names. Just a minute. So we have Anushka. She's definitely a chemistry rock star. Then Shreya. Then Mona Lisa. Shivansh. Then who do we have? Alina is also there. She's also given the correct answer. Yes. Aditi Datta, Bhavishya, Mona Lisa, Aryan, Suman, Prachi, so many of you. You all are my rock stars, guys. You people have given the correct answer. Absolutely right. Now, let's understand what's happening over here. Let's break down these graphs. Okay. Now, graph A was the correct representation. That is right. And we have our rock star with us, who's just given the answer in the chat. Now, first of all, the hot water that's present in the tumbler will get, the temperature of the hot water will get lowered. Okay. It will keep decreasing till it reaches 0 degrees. Okay. Till it reaches 0 degrees. So, water will achieve 0 degree Celsius temperature. Now, at 0 degrees Celsius, it's going to remain constant for some time. We've just discussed that question. Isn't it? Yes. Till, entire water changes to ice. So, it's constant for some time. During this phase transition, no change in temperature is taking place, and then after that, temperature will fall below 0 degrees Celsius on cooling. So temperature decreases on further cooling, which brings us to the correct answer, that is option A. Amazing, all of you. I think you have enjoyed all these 10 questions. If yes, quickly hit the like button, and I have a very important question to ask you towards the end, so don't go anywhere. Thank you, Intense Aqua. 10 on 10. That's great. Amazing, all of you. And by the way, I hope you all are there on Telegram as well. Yes? So मैंने saying बहुत मजा आया. बिल्कुल मजे मजे में पढ़ेंगे, अच्छे से पढ़ेंगे, सब retain होगा, and you will ace the exam. Just stay with us and stay connected. Don't miss any of the sessions. Hey, all the best, Anshul. So yes, guys, I hope you're there on Telegram. The link is there in the description box. All the PDFs that you've been asking for, it goes there. And not just the PDFs. We've got amazing homework questions, homework poll quizzes also there that can actually help you win the goodies as well. And not just that, you can actually connect with your teacher outside the class, because we come live every Friday at 3 p.m. as well. So don't miss it. See, if you're not there on Telegram, you'll miss the notification. Yes, absolutely, guys. So, पता है आपको, we've got you covered. We've got each other's back. There's nothing to worry about, guys. We are in this together. But today, since we were solving NCERT questions, just remember that it's the most authentic source. करना ही करना है. NCERT and NCERT exemplar is a big yes. You need to cover all these questions. You need to revise all these questions. Yes? Okay, what I want to ask from you is, in the comment section, you will let me know what kind of sessions do you like more, and leave your answer right after the live session gets over so that वो comment कहीं lose ना हो जाए. Is it one shot sessions that you like more, or is it the top 10 questions, or top 15 questions that we discuss? Quickly let me know right after the live session. So that is going to be a feedback for us also. We'll get to know what kind of sessions are you enjoying more, one shots or the top 10 questions. Right? Amazing. That's great. Yes, please write this after the live session gets over, because that's how I'll get to know who all have mentioned that. Whatever kind of sessions that you like, detailed video sessions. Okay. Again, right after the live session, okay? And do revise all these questions. Alright guys, so keep learning with us, keep smiling, and I'll see you in the next session. Take care, bye-bye.